Cheers, everybody. Welcome back to Cast 529. I'm Brian,
And I'm Shona.
and we're back with a Sunday night hangout.
We are.
We've got some exciting stuff tonight.
I'm pretty excited.
Got a exciting blind provided by the Rye Guy,
Yes.
which is also going to be
The paid
paid
patron
Patreon.
Discord only free raffle that was out there all week. I know it's a lot
Easy
of
for
words
her
in
to
there.
say. Easy for her to say.
Uh,
Of course, we'll have pick a bag.
yep, we will have pick it back.
So
And
that's
we
what we
say
got going
hi
on.
to everyone.
Let's say hi to everybody,
Yeah,
shall we?
we shall. Or you
I,
shall.
I was trying to catch everybody, but they're coming in hot and heavy.
For those who may or may not know, Brian's always in the chat when we go live as Gemini Custom Design. Just
Yeah,
so you
and
know.
a lot of people I know that. We do have some new names. So Gemini Custom Designs is our woodworking business. And so I don't screw up Shauna's computer. I log in under that.
Yep.
So anyway, cheers to Locktar, first one in tonight. Thanks for joining us. Cheers to Torp. Cheers to Wilmington Piper. Mr. David Tanko had a big, yeah, I don't know if you saw it in the Discord. He had a big haul.
Oh, I didn't.
Yeah,
I missed it.
he had a trip down to New Riff and the surrounding area this weekend. So,
I'll have to check that out afterwards.
cheers to Mr. Chris Jenkins. Cheers to the Right Guy as always. Gary McDonald. Cheers. Thanks to all you guys for joining. Along with Piper, Mr. Richie J, Mr. John Shank. Cheers to you guys. We appreciate you guys coming. Hold on. I was moving my whole screen. Stacy, Four Leaf Whiskey, cheers. Thanks for joining us. Mrs. Lori J, cheers to you, ma'am. Mr. Ritchie and Mrs. Lori, I want to say happy anniversary to both of you guys.
Happy anniversary.
Thanks for spending your anniversary evening with us.
Yes.
I know there's more. Trying to see if I can get it without the thing jumping on me. Stan, cheers to you and thanks for joining us. Lip Service Crew, cheers to you and thanks for joining us. Mr. Patrick Littledew, cheers. Thanks for joining us. We appreciate it. The thing jumped on me. I think I got it back. Dustin Lance, cheers to you and thanks for joining us. Tammy Adams, cheers and thanks for joining us. Mr. Whiskey Bill, cheers to you. Elijah Craig, cheers. Matt B, cheers to you and thanks for joining us. Snow Baboon, cheers.
I just want to say to Matt B, if you'll check your email sometime and get back with me. I just emailed you a little bit before we went live to ask you a question.
Big important stuff, Matt. Big stuff. Husky Dog, cheers to you. Great to see you in here tonight. JL, cheers. Mr. Jim Phillips, cheers to you and thanks for joining us. Alan Adams, cheers. Jenny B, cheers to you. Thanks for joining us tonight. Mr. Mark Scott, cheers to you. Must have made it home. It jumped on me. Give me a second. I got to find my spot. I lost it.
I was reading what John said. He said, sorry you missed trivia. It was a perfect storm of poker and beers in the afternoon, Mexican food, bourbon at his place, and then no internet. Sounded like a really great time. I wouldn't mind any of that.
The Mexican food.
I love Mexican food.
Sean and I will never turn her back to some Mexican food.
Mm-mm.
Margarita makes it even better. I found my spot finally. Now I got to remember who I said hi to. Rob, the SS supervisor, cheers to you and thanks for joining us. There it goes again. Low budget, I'm telling you. Mostly everybody I'm seeing here we've already gotten.
Did you say hi to Tom Black?
I was just getting him
okay.
Right there. Tom Black, cheers and thanks for joining us.
Did you get JL?
Yes, I did get JL. However, we can get him again. Cheers, JL. Thanks for joining us. Okay, I'm at the bottom of the list.
All right.
I think I got everybody. If not, guys, as always, Cheers to Sugar Kitty. Thanks for joining us.
Yes,
It definitely is never intentional. If I miss anybody, I try to get everybody. So we appreciate y'all being here.
we do.
Sunday night, like I said on my post, it's been hot. You might as well sit down in front of the computer or TV and drink some bourbon with us.
Yeah, it has been hot. It's actually looking like it's going to storm here. The wind wasn't picking up or anything. It just got kind of really dark,
Let's
but
hope it holds
it'll
off
be
because
good.
we all know what a storm means to Cast 529 live streams.
Only when it's really, really windy, or unless the power blinks. And well, we never know. Okay. Oh, Mr. Ritchie says he smells cookies.
Guys, if
Nice.
somebody sees Mr. George Woodcock in the chat tonight and I miss it,
Yes.
holler at us. Let us know, hey,
Yeah.
he's here.
Because he won a couple Wednesdays ago on the super chat thing, so we want to make sure that we don't have his shipping information. So we want to make sure that we
Yeah,
get
we
that to
want to make
him.
sure we get his, I think it was a blind. It was a set
Well,
of samples.
yeah, it was samples.
Set
I
of
don't know what it
samples.
is
Yeah,
without opening it. It
it was a duck race.
was.
So we want to make sure he gets it.
So we have this lineup from the Rye Guy. It is blind. We don't know what it is, but
Hold
we're
on.
going to. Oh, sorry.
Something very important.
Yeah.
Mr. Gandy Road, cheers to you, sir. Thanks for joining us.
Cheers, Candy.
Sorry.
I do know that the Rye Guy has put that in the Discord or will be. Oh,
Hey,
hey,
George Woodcock. Okay, let me put a, you gonna do it?
Yeah, I will put it in there.
We're gonna put an email in the chat, George. We need you to email us your shipping information. A week and a half ago, you won a duck race, a super chat for a set of samples, and you were already gone. However, it was super chat, so they were yours, and we've just been trying to get a hold of you about your car's extended warranty.
So it was the night that we lost power, and so when we came back on, not everybody was able to rejoin us.
That's right. That's the night
Yeah,
it was.
the electric blinked,
Yep.
and it, took a
A
little
lot
bit.
of people, I think, just assumed we were done, and somehow miraculously we got back up in like 10 minutes, and
Yeah.
like half the people came back. And so anyway, long story short,
Yeah, I'm glad that
email
you're
us,
here.
George.
Yes.
Okay, sorry, I didn't mean to
No,
interrupt you.
no, that was exciting.
You know,
I don't like people not to get what they want. It like gives me anxiety.
she's not lying.
It does. Hey, I'm going to go ahead and start the pick a bag giveaway. You do have to be present when we do pick that towards the end. It's exclamation point Sunday. So that is started for anybody that would like to enter.
Cheers, Keith, and thanks for joining us, sir.
Okay, so again, a blind from the Rye Guy, which is the same blind that
It's somebody.
somebody will be winning in the free raffle that we do on Discord for the paid
We shouldn't
patrons.
say that somebody, that some paid patron will win.
Yes.
That
Who
entered.
signed up? We gotta make it so
Guys,
difficult.
I'll tell you what, it's been a day. It's been a weekend or something. Oh, that's got a really nice nose.
Michael Bortner, cheers. I don't know if Brian.
I don't remember that. Nope. So
And Mary,
cheers, Michael.
cheers.
Cheers, Mary. Leah, cheers. Thanks for joining us. We got the whole gang back together.
This one, a little bit of a fruity nose, a little bit of spice. Almost a little dusty note though. I was trying to think if it was cocoa, but it's really not. It's more of a dusty.
I'm getting that.
Sweet,
I'm getting
fruity
a
note.
sweet, but it's not the normal like brown sugar or confectionery sugar. It's that fruit. That's that fruit sweetness here.
Nice nose though. Ready?
Let's go. Really thin, but great flavor.
It is.
Like normally on thin, you expect a little bit of watery, but there's a lot of flavor in there. It just doesn't really coat the
Yeah, doesn't coat
coat the palate real
Yeah.
well.
So you that's exactly what I was going to say about it, that it was really thin.
Cheers, Northwest
Um,
Bourbon. Thanks for joining us.
yes, cheers. But it does have the fruit notes that you got in the nose are coming through. Kind of like a sweeter fruit, a little bit of spice. Um, Spice notes, not heavy though, just they're there on the finish. A lot of caramel and vanilla coming through.
Thanks, George. I see your message, so we appreciate that, and we will get that out to you this coming week.
Mhm. Yeah, that dustiness. I don't know if it's a like a really light leather note that I'm getting on it at the like midway through, but that dusty note that I was getting on the nose is following through. You know, it has good flavor.
Cheers,
Um,
Rick. Thanks for joining us.
just cheers. Just a little bit thinner and not very proofy, I would say. Like I would even say under 100 proof on this one.
I think that's a safe bet. It's like there's absolutely no Kentucky hug to it.
I almost want to say it might be finished in something though, because I'm getting that fruit note, but at the end, it has more of like almost like a port or like a raisin type finish that I'm like that raisin note that I sometimes get on a finished, like a port finished one. Not saying it is, I'm just saying it might be. Uh, it's a good pour though. I like
That's exactly what I was coming to write down.
it.
Usually we're a couple points off, but we scored that one.
Yeah. So we're sharing the same piece of paper to score. So, but we promised it wouldn't mess each other up.
I'm not, yeah, I'm not. I already had my number in my head when I was going to write, so.
Stan likes
Stan
the
says
blind.
it's a yummy blind, so I hope you got entered to try to win, Stan. Number one it was good.
Yeah.
It was just thin, I
Hmm.
thought.
No, it had great
Was really
flavors.
my biggest complaint was the thinness.
Again, almost like the fruit notes.
Cheers, Tracy. Thanks for joining us.
Cheers. A little bit of spice. The nose on number one is definitely sweeter, but similar notes on the
The
nose.
palate is very similar. Hmm, interesting.
Mm, a little bit thin as well. However, this one coats the my palate a little bit better than what number one did.
It does. And it's got a little bit more spice,
Yeah, a
a
little
little
bit
bit
more
more spice.
char.
Yeah.
I think the spice isn't really coming from the char on this one. I really like it. A little bit of a fruit note coming. Um, the caramel and the vanilla are obviously there. It doesn't have like that dustiness that number one had on it though, nor does it have, well, maybe the second sip will.
I don't know. The second
Mm.
sip, I didn't find the things I saw in the first sip.
You didn't?
um,
Oh, the second sip, I got a lot more creaminess. It coated my palate a little bit better. With the creaminess was more like a vanilla cream note, but the char still came through. I don't know. Both good flavors. I don't know if I could pick a favorite between the two at the moment because they both had different elements, but I like them both.
Okay. See this? Oh, I know we're not there yet. Number 4, I thought was the darkest in color of the 5.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Kind of looking forward to that one.
Um, the nose on number 3 is very really similar to number 2, only that number 2 might have a little bit more of the char note after having a couple sips of it.
To anybody that's just joining us or joining us late, don't forget to hit !Sunday in the chat, and that will enter you for a chance to pick a bag.
But I don't know. The nose is still sweet with some fruit notes on it. I'm
Still
really
not a lot of spice or anything like that.
no,
I
but
mean,
it's a
it's,
nice nose.
yeah,
The
well,
nose is evolving.
yeah. Cheers, show me the proof. Thanks for joining us. Okay, so that one's a little bit thicker, a little bit
More
heavier.
oak presence on that one.
Yeah,
Um, really liking it. It did definitely coat the palate a little more. Still lighter. I would say I think all of these right now are definitely under 100 proof.
cheers to Miracle Martinez.
Yes,
That's a new
cheers.
name, so we appreciate you joining us. Glad to see you got entered for the giveaway.
Um, but yeah, definitely I'm liking the oak that I got on the first sip of this one.
It kind of hangs around a little bit more
Hmm.
than the first two did. The second sip for me on that one was creamier, much like number 2 was for you on the second sip. There is definitely a little more spice in that one than there was in the first two.
Hmm. Um, I feel like these so far are almost in the same family. I'm getting the um the caramel, the vanilla notes, everything I love on a Kentucky bourbon, honestly. And I truly feel these are a Kentucky bourbon. I really like this one a little bit more, I think, only because you get that sweetness with the caramel and the vanilla, a little, maybe a hint of a fruit note, but the oak and the char on this one is a little bit more forward and coats your palate a little bit better. And I like the oak notes. So it's not as sweet, even though I like a sweeter whiskey as well. But um, I don't know. Number 3, I think, is hitting a little bit better for me at the moment.
Same. Yeah, definitely. 3 is so far of what we've had is my favorite.
I'm not gonna lie, these they taste familiar, and so as I'm tasting, I'm trying to think what I've had that tastes like this.
Um, I just want to acknowledge Miracle Martinez says they've been here for a while, just
Hmm.
rarely comment. So thank you. We really do appreciate
Yes,
you
thank you,
joining us. I did just see a minute ago we had a new subscriber. I didn't catch the name, so thank you to our newest subscriber.
Alex.
Alex?
Yep.
Okay. Yours has that?
Yeah, it popped up right here for
Cool.
me.
Um, also, cheers to Sawdust and Coffee. Thanks for joining us. It's hard keeping track of that chat.
It
See
is.
what's going on in there.
I get so focused on the tasting notes and stuff and trying to really dissect it, and Brian's much better at the chat than I am, so I apologize, guys. I really do try to glance at it, but
Well,
he's much
and I
better.
actually find that it it helps me in two ways. Number one, we really like to acknowledge all you guys. We appreciate you coming in, and to us, that's what we like about Whiskey Tube is the community and the acknowledgement. But also, as long as I'm concentrating on that, I'm not really hearing a lot of what Sean is saying, which is going to sway my thoughts. So,
Now, I would say this nose is different than the first three. They've all been different, but they still a little bit similar. But this one, I wouldn't even say it's similar.
it is, John, slow but sure. Slow but sure.
Yeah, I'm still getting that dusty note on number one. Hmm.
The nose is still really similar.
Yeah, I no, it's to me it's a little bit different, but it is
This one
sweet.
is.
I thought you were going to say it's sweet, but it is. But it's a little bit of spice in there. I don't know. I'm liking how it's coating the Glen though.
Yeah, it is. It's very viscous. Thanks to everybody for hitting that like button, like Rick just said. That's fantastic. We really appreciate that. Cheers, Lochtar. Welcome back in.
Yes,
I saw
cheers.
you were first here. I acknowledged you, but you must have been here at like 4:30.
This one still on the same line. It's lower proof. I would say below 100. However, getting a nice bubblegum note on it on the finish, which I kind of like that note. I haven't got that note for a while, honestly. I used to get it all the time, remember?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Um, really coats your palate. The finish is still going on this one.
You've already tasted four.
Yeah, I don't know what you're waiting on. I I was anxious to taste it. Sweetness throughout, but it has a little bit of the oak presence. Um,
It's the oakiest of what we've had of these.
mhm.
I feel it's got a really strong oak presence, but comparatively speaking,
So the oak on this one is more upfront, and it's a little bit more drying, but then it really quickly turns into more of the char notes and a little bit of a sweetness note from a fruit, almost like a strawberry cream note. But then it goes into that bubblegum note on the finish. This one, this one's really good. They've all been good, but this one is really good. I can't wait to see what this one is. Coming from the rye guy, I'm going to assume that I cannot get my hands on any of these. But
Lochtar, thanks for that info. We appreciate the info you share with us in the chat.
high rage statement too, yeah. Um, I know we have a couple channels in the chat. Feel free to link your channel and everything. Locktar had a great live. Was it Friday night? Yeah,
Friday
because
night.
we had
Yep, Friday
just
night.
gotten there. It was a super fun hangout.
Yep.
You need to really hang out with Locktar sometime because
The
it
guy's
was a
full of
great.
knowledge
He is.
and a great presenter of the knowledge.
Hmm. I
That was
can't wait
really
to see
good.
what number 4 is.
That one's really good. I really liked it.
Yeah, I like that one a lot. Did I score it the same as you?
Yep. Look, mine are continually going up. Here's prior two.
Oh, Chris has a channel in there too. Chris, we will I didn't know you had a channel,
Yeah,
so
we are subscribed to it. SCast529.
I didn't know. I apologize, Chris, because I did not know. Brian knew.
Chris, correct me if I'm wrong, but if I remember right, you had a channel, and then it kind of went dormant for a little while you were doing some other things, and now you're getting back into it. I believe is the correct story. These are all easy drinkers.
They are. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to say number 5's nose is similar to number 4's. When we first, I don't know. You know what? They probably are all very similar noses. I just, it's really hard once you drink one of them because it coats the glass, and you know what I mean? Like, it changes.
Okay, the right guy says, Shauna, before you look at the blonde, you need to guess the theme.
I need to guess the
Yeah,
theme. Oh no.
he may not have said Shauna, but I did.
Oh no.
Larry, cheers, and thanks for joining us.
No.
Glad to see you got entered for the giveaway.
I think the right guy just texted me. I see his name pop up. Before you look at the blind, you need to guess the theme. Yep.
That's what I just said.
You know, he texted me that too.
He wanted to make sure.
You want to make sure I seen it. Oh, I gotta guess the theme. I'm going to guess it's a low proof theme. Again, a lot of caramel, vanilla, a little bit of char on the nose, a nice sweet nose. All of them have kind of been that way. This one had a little bit of a dusty note on it, but that's the only one I've got the dusty note on. The rest of them have. This one was a little bit different.
Charles, I got your text. You don't think they're molded, do you? Malted?
Like American single malts.
Yeah.
I mm, I really like that one. I don't know if I like it more than number 4, but I love that little twist um, that I got. Started out like a nice sweet um, caramel vanilla, then it switched
That's
really quick.
that's really
Did
good.
you get that like
Yeah.
switch in your palate? It was.
Cheers to Mike, the West Virginia bourbon guy.
Yes,
Thanks for
cheers.
joining us. And make sure you get entered for the giveaway. Exclamation point Sunday.
Yes. No, I don't think they're all like American single malts because I'm not getting chocolate. With a lot of the single malts, I normally get notes of chocolate.
Okay, so this was deceiving because I really thought number 4 was going to be the banger, was really going to be the standout, but I feel like 5's the standout.
Yeah, I would agree. Maybe when we go back through, like 1 through 3 might pick up, but definitely 4 and 5 are exceptional. Still lower proof. I would not put any of these over 100 proof if
I
they
think
are.
5 might be.
Mm,
Not a lot, but I think it might be.
maybe.
Maybe a 105, maybe.
You think?
Possibly. Could be completely wrong, but
Hmm. This one, I finally put my finger on it. Reminds me of a Texas. Like these ones I would have all said were definitely Kentucky. But this one has that, and I think you're right, it might be a little bit around like right at 100 or a little bit over on this one. But it has that Texas funk. And it, I know he's over there in the corner. He's
settling in.
yeah. Whenever I mean Rex is always like that, but we had a longer car ride today and he's always just exhausted when we get home.
He is.
Um,
Because, you know, it's a 3 hour nap and then I guess getting out of the truck exhausts him
well,
when we get.
I think just riding. But I almost want to say it's finished too. Only because I'm getting almost like a port wine finish note on it. Oh, this is going to be hard. I really like that one though.
So Lochtar, I may be completely wrong, but this number 5 gives you, it's not a super long finish. It's definitely, I think, the longest finish of the 5. It hangs on the palate. It 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 livens the palate up more than the other 4 did.
It beads on. I was going to say I'm getting a little bit of burn there, but I was reading if it beads on the top line, it's typically higher proof. This one coated the glass really well. I mean, I wouldn't. It is beading a little bit, but not the top of the line like he said.
No, but
But it's
if you look at everywhere it touched,
yeah,
it's beaded. At least mine is.
yeah, mine is too.
Yep.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I
We'll find
wouldn't.
out.
I mean, it's if it is, I would say it's still low 100s. Only because it's not drinking like a 115 or a 120 proof. If that is a 115 or 120 proof, it's smooth. It's
I don't think it's that high.
no, I don't either. Okay, before we go back through these and definitely pick out our winners, I am going to go ahead and do the paid patron Discord raffle giveaway that the Rye Guy provided. Can't tell you what you're getting because it's a mystery because we've not disclosed what this is.
However, you guys know.
Yeah, you guys, if you went
You
to the
guys know.
Discord, you know what it is.
Yeah.
So the Rye Guy, again, this is for paid patrons and it's a free raffle that we do when we do Sunday night hangouts. The Rye Guy provided this one this week, and but anytime we go live on a Sunday, we try to have one of these out there in the Discord. It's just a free raffle for our paid patrons to, one, get them over on Discord, join the fun there, and sign up for a raffle.
It's just something to give away.
Yeah.
Cheers, David B. Thanks for joining us, man.
So got the names already entered. We had 26
26
people.
entries.
And I'm going to shuffle them. And we're going to start. Here we go. Look at the star duck. Gary McDonald has the cutest duck.
Way to go, Gary.
It's getting ready for the holidays
Your
with the
duck
stars.
is stinking adorable.
It is. Did you see it though?
I do.
I usually like the strawberry
I'll
duck,
bet
but I don't see the strawberry duck.
that's probably going to make Gary sleep so well at night, knowing he had the cutest duck.
Keith Glandon has a unicorn duck. That's look. David Tanko looks like he has an alien dunk, a duck, dunk.
Well, Lochtar, I apologize because we mentioned that earlier, probably before you were back on.
Got 31 seconds to go. Well, time you guys get there, you might not. But we're going. Here we go. Just counting down. Nobody's like out in the lead at the moment, which is good. But who's going to speed up and get it out there in the front? Starting to go faster. Here we go. And Wilmington
Wilmington
Piper!
Piper. Congrats, Wilmington.
Congratulations! Writing that down so I don't forget. So we have that. Wilmington, the Rye guy.
Stan, I think you fat fingered that.
The Rye guy sent us that with our blind, so we will get that out to you, Wilmington. Thank you so much. And thanks to the Rye guy for providing tonight's show and the raffle giveaway.
Spell check is key, Stan.
What'd
Spell
Stan say?
check is key.
I
He
gotta see.
deleted
Oh,
it.
I didn't get to see it.
Let's just say he wanted to say my duck, but he didn't get duck.
Oh, oh, Stan.
Congrats, Wilmington. Great race. Awesome.
Gary said the spots didn't speed up my duck. They were stars. They weren't spots. They were stars. It was really cute, Gary. You had a cute duck.
Cute duck. Yeah, sure did, Stan. Damn autocorrect.
All right, going back through. I can't wait to see what these are. I hope Wilmington's excited.
I don't know where I want to start.
I'm going back this way. Mm. So Wilmington can't wait to try number 5. So Wilmington, I do need to let you know that your blind, it's coming to you as a blind from the Rye guy. Your blind's not going to be the same lineup. It's the same pours, but you're going to have a different order.
Yeah, your samples are in a different order.
So just know, like our number 5 could be like your number 2, or
And
whatever.
It's not us. Don't blame us because
Yeah.
it's prepackaged. It must not be down here.
No, I already have it upstairs ready to
ship.
Ready to ship. So I just don't want you to get to number 5 and be like, oh man. No.
So it'll still be kind of blind.
Yeah.
You're going to know what the 5 are, but just not what order they're in.
Right.
So I just want to thank the Rye guy for putting this together for us. This has been a lot of fun, and I think it's kind of cool that the viewers every Sunday night can get in the Discord, see what we're drinking, laugh at us because we're clueless, and so we appreciate all the help.
We do. And I am still trying to figure out, because I know the Rye guy definitely wants me to tell you what the theme is, and I'm struggling only because the last 2 threw me off. I'm tasting 1 through 3. I was getting ready to say they were all the same line, and that not really 1, but number 2 and 3 reminded me of a 1792 or a like a Bardstown product maybe, but I was going to go with 1792. But when I got to 4 and 5, I don't feel that way. So now I'm trying to figure out, because I feel like they might be finished in a way. I'm sure they're not, but I know they're not all finished. And so I'm struggling with what the theme is.
5 could be a rye, but the rest of them aren't. I don't feel the rest of them are rye.
Mm-mm. No. And I think the first few drink less than a 100 proof, so I don't think they're all like bottled in bonds, because by the time we got to number 5, it was a little bit warmer. I don't know.
They're not. I agree. I mean, I threw the question out earlier, but they're not malts. They're not single malts.
I feel like I almost need another hour to like deliberate and figure it out.
Can we open Wilmington samples? We're going to try them some more.
Wilmington, you might not get your samples because I might need more to figure this out. No, I'm joking.
I know we probably have some new latecomers, so exclamation point Sunday gets you entered for pick a bag giveaway that we will be drawing shortly. Maybe not like in the next 2 minutes, but
Right. Mm. It's so much fun to cause this much chaos.
I really think he
I know.
thrives. He loves it.
He I don't think anybody gets more pleasure out of my anxiety than the Rye guy. I really, really think he got my number like the first few times that he saw me and like, oh,
God, look at that word Tracy threw out there, consternation.
why I just did that is because number three, I got a different note on it that I didn't get on the way through, and I can't figure out what it is, and that's driving me nuts. Hmm.
I don't think it's a I don't think it's a all one distillery or anything like that. There's something very unique about these.
I don't know because the noses are kind of similar though, but yet I think some of them might be finished. Or full. I don't
Hang in there, Locktar. We're getting there.
know.
He liked it. So ignorance was bliss. I think is what he was saying. It was so much better before he knew. Mr. Ricky, thanks for all your help.
I love them too. They are so great. I don't know.
Cheers, William Hall. Cheers to
Cheers.
the Whiskey Shaman. Thanks for
Yes.
joining us.
Cheers. Cheers to our suffering here trying to figure these out. No whiskey shaman, please. I told the other channels earlier, but please to share your channel with the
Feel
group.
free, yes, feel free to drop your link in the chat.
I mm, whatever it is, they're all good, and I know that at least the first three are definitely lower proof, but they're all so good. That I just want to put that out there. They are all very good pours.
Was four the
Um,
first one I said I thought could be over 100 proof?
four may have been, but number five definitely.
Five definitely, yeah.
Hmm.
Hmm. I don't know. I'm not going to be able to guess it. I'm just going to
Well,
drink. Screw it.
I'm still getting this dusty note on number one, like that funk. Um, not a bad funk. It's just a funky note. I think Mike would probably call it like a moldy cardboard note. I don't call it
Oh,
that really, but
let's be glad my is not
it's a.
involved.
I call it more of a leather type note, or so that one's really throwing me off. These two are really similar, and these two are a little bit mm, different. I like the oak notes on these ones. Say number five definitely coming in number one for. They're actually in order backwards for me.
I'm going to ask one question of the rye guy, and he probably won't answer. But do we have any of these that you know of? I mean, you pretty much know what we have. Yeah, my order is exactly backwards.
Yeah, backwards. So like number 5 is number 1. Number 4 is number 2. Number 3 is number 3. Number 2 is number 4. Number 1 is number 5. For the theme, before we reveal what these are, which you guys already know what they are, but
I got one little swallow of 5 left.
well, I've been saving what I have in number
I
5
know, I'm
as
just
a
gonna
like.
I'm just gonna do it.
I'm not. I'm going to save it.
Just doing it.
I'm trying to think of the theme, and I am struggling.
He says we've tried most of them.
Trying most of them. I
That number 5 is.
Number 5 is killer. I'm not gonna lie. I love number 5. Um, I like them all though. You know what? I want to say that it's a finished scene, theme. Like,
I would. I know I'm wrong. I know I'm wrong. That almost puts me in mind of a Sagamore.
really?
Yeah.
Hmm, could be. Um, I'm gonna like throw 2 things out there. It's either finished or maybe a double oaked theme. Can I do 2? Finished or double oaked? I think we have some 1792s in here though, because God, it tastes like 1792. But
David DeLake was good.
I don't know.
Yesterday was hotter than 2 foxes doing you know what in a wool
All
sock.
right, those are my guesses. We're going to find out what they are. And nobody's really saying anything. Cheers, Mike
No,
Drop.
they're really tight-lipped. Cheers, Mike. Thanks for joining us.
Oh, well, Mike did said double oak is finished in his book. There you go. All right, number
You know,
5
really, double. It is a finish because you put it in another barrel.
is copper and cast barrel proof, unanimous CF12 Kentucky whiskey, finished in Armagnac cask, 133.8 proof,
Never would I have guessed 133 proof on that.
but it's finished.
It's freaking awesome. So
Um,
good.
oh my gosh,
Cheers, Double A Dave.
that does not even drink like 133 proof. And I am sure because that was copper. I don't know if the Rye Guide, is that one still available or not? I'm going to guess it's probably not available.
Locktar, you're right. We absolutely love blinds because you have no, actually double blinds, I should say. We absolutely love double blinds because you have no clue. And it could be something that you thought you didn't like and it does really well, or vice versa. It could be something that you thought you really disliked. You gotta.
Yeah, no. Um,
I'm gonna have to start moving the tape.
so it must be a 12-year blind. So, because this is a Jack Daniels 12-year
12 year.
batch 3, 107 proof. And so that's why I had to pull it up because I'm like, well, that's
Could
not
be.
finished.
Yeah, it could be. It could be a 12.
So, but the copper and cask was a unanimous CF12.
Mr. Ritchie said he would have guessed it.
So now
So
I'm thinking it's a 12-year blind. However, that was finished, just so you guys know. Yep. Wild Turkey 12-year
Japan
Japan
export.
export
Wow.
101 proof.
See, Locktar, here's the thing. We previously have had that
Mm-hmm.
and thought it was really good. And it's not that we
Yeah,
disliked it
it's still
today.
good. Yeah.
It just didn't score near the top.
Number 2 was Knob Creek 12-year 100 proof. So it's a 12-year blind. Number 1, oh good, thank goodness. It's 1792, aged 12 years, 96.6 proof. At least there's one 1792 in there. Um, so that was the lineup. It was 12 years. I would have never guessed 12 years.
Mr. Ritchie, yes, just like the right guy said, we both scored them not same scores, however, same order.
Yep. So this
So
was
number 5 was number 1, and number 1
number 5.
was number
Yep.
5.
So complete different order.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, that was good. Thank you. Now it's just time to hang out and finish well, I'm going to finish 1 through 4, then number 5. So, how was everybody's weekend?
Now that the
Now
stress
that the
is
stress
gone.
is gone, and I totally failed because I did not guess 12 years.
No, but by God, you were bound to determine there was going to be a 1792 somewhere in there. If not, you were going to pour one.
Oh, they're all really good though.
Cheers, Thomas. Thanks for joining
Yep.
us. Make sure
Cheers.
you hit exclamation point Sunday.
Yep.
The giveaway has not happened yet.
It
So
hasn't. No, we're going to give you guys. Miss Lori Jane nailed it. I didn't really nail it though, because I would have never guessed 12 years on any of that.
Tracy, there's not a lot because we tasted them twice. So now we just have to polish them off.
Yeah. And I got to go to work in the morning,
I
so.
can't believe that was 133.
No, I can't wait to get, because I saved it for last, because I loved it.
That is fabulous.
Wait, did the right guy ever answer if that was even available anymore? I'm looking.
I saw the pictures, David, in Discord. Looks like you guys had a good time. Starting at the Aquifer Bar.
I love that place. Just saying.
And then I'm not sure where they went from there, but they had a little bottle share, him and Brad and Trevor.
So the ride guy, I don't see that he answered me.
Maybe ask the question again.
So the ride guy, is the copper and cast barrel proof available anywhere, or is that just like it doesn't say a pick, but I'm going to guess it's probably one that you can't get. I will tell you that we did go north this weekend, and we did get the ceiling all finished up. The last time you guys hung out with us up at the lake, back at the end of May, a month ago. It's been a month since we were up there.
That was the night you got sleepy.
Yeah, the right guy. So anywho, we did get up there, finished trimming out, and finished the ceiling. Besides, obviously, we have to do the crown molding and stuff after we paint and everything. So it was a productive weekend. We had a good weekend.
Okay, the right guy said it was limited edition.
Okay.
Yeah,
No.
it was very productive. And we finally got to go out and enjoy ourselves for a little bit late Saturday afternoon.
Well, we tried to.
We tried to.
The band.
Did you want to share the story?
So, there's a few places that we both love to go, and neither of us are unhappy if we pick one over the other.
Correct.
And so, we landed on our favorite winery, and I did say let's go there because it'll be quiet, it'll be peaceful, we can just relax. And by the time we got done with the ceiling, it's probably about 5 o'clock when we got there, 4:30.
Yeah, I'd say when we got there was probably 5 because it was about 4:30 when we were leaving the condo, I think.
And we get there, say our hellos, and we go down to the pavilion with our wine, and a band starts, and it's a band of 16 or 17-year-olds, which they were doing their best, but they liked their music loud.
They were playing
in songs we didn't know.
They were playing like Green Day and basic punk rock type music.
But you couldn't really understand the words because they had their
The music
system.
itself they were really good at the music, but they're kids, so they think that's what you have to hear.
Right. You couldn't
And
hear their words.
it was cranked so loud you could hardly hear their vocals over
Yes.
the words.
Yeah. And so it wasn't quiet or relaxing, but we still had a good time. We always have a good time when we're out.
We
So
did.
it's
So
good.
then Shauna gave in because she was like, okay, let's go to the distillery. So we went to the distillery, but by then we were so freaking hungry because we each had just one at the winery, just one bottle, and we went to the distillery and they were packed. So it's a funny story, and David probably knows this story, and I don't know if there's anybody else in here from northeastern Ohio, but next door to the distillery, it's on an old farm, and there's a building that is an old brothel, and it's the same owner, and he converted this into a kind of a restaurant. So we went in there and had a bite to eat, and then we went home and watched movies. I took a nap through the first movie,
I was going to say, I watch movies,
but the
Brian.
second movie I watched all of.
How about the third one?
You watched three?
Yeah, we watched three.
Okay, I'm not sure. I can't confirm about the second one, I guess. The third one, I know I watched it all.
So I think Brian watched the third movie. Pretty confident he watched the third one.
Yeah, pretty
So I
confident.
want to pop back up here. David Tanko said they went to the Merchants Club. I love that place. It's Brian did not like me going there, but I love the Merchants Bar. Old Fitz 19 for him. Nice. Went to the bar. Brad's brothers worked at. Wonderful time. Ladies had fun. Glad you had a
Good
great
deal.
weekend.
That's awesome, David. The Merchants Club is a great place to go. Shauna does not need to go to the Merchants Club. I know you don't get much for $1 in there, but when you're tasting whatever you want for $1,
You only taste their picks for $1.
right? That's correct.
Yeah, it's
But
the
you're
other
content with
pours.
that. You're,
I
you're
am.
content with that.
Cheap, what can I tell? What can I say?
Did you say cheap?
I'm cheap. But it really is not much of a pour. Like not much more than that for $1.
It's a little more than that. It's a little more than that. So anyway, how about everybody else? Any good stuff over the weekend? Guys, we've got, hold on, let me refresh that.
So
43 likes. That's maybe the most we've ever gotten. So I appreciate that, guys.
Rick was saying that he couldn't believe that we didn't get the Knob Creek 12. Honestly, I wasn't even going Knob Creek. So I failed there, Rick.
Yeah.
I failed miserably, but I do like the Knob Creek 12. I honestly do. I know a lot of people are not huge Knob Creek fans, but I like Knob Creek.
Cheers, Ben. Whiskey Uncensored. Thanks for joining us. We
Yes,
appreciate
cheers. Okay, I'm not going to make you guys wait too much longer. We're going to hang out for a little bit longer with you guys, but we will go ahead and do the pick a bag. If you've just joined us, we're doing the pick a bag giveaway. And I'll give you another 10 seconds or so. Actually, it looks like pretty much everybody's entered. But give you a little bit. I know there's a gap, time lapse like thing.
Yeah.
Give you a little bit. Exclamation point Sunday in the chat if you do want to enter. It's back in the chat right now, so you guys can do it if you want to enter. Elijah Craig, I do agree. Beam and Knob Creek is underrated. I think there's a lot of underrated ones, honestly, because there's many that we enjoy that, a lot of people's like, what are you talking about? It's not even, but
Snowba Moon thinks we should do a bonus pour.
bonus pour. I have to work tomorrow. And I have this now, what I thought was like a 101 proof at 133 to finish when I get to the end.
No fear, Brad. I will do a bonus pour for you.
Yes, I'm
I
sure
just
you
don't know
will.
what.
Which means I will too, because I can't let my husband drink alone. All right, I'm going to go
She's so good to me.
close the entries. Pick a winner. Gary McDonald. Which bag would you like?
Congrats,
Congratulations.
Gary.
Writing your name down. I know
We'll
you're
have to
still in the
we'll have
chat
to see if he's
somewhere.
still here.
He's still here. Thomas, we have not found the 12 year
No,
yet.
no 12 year
We
for
are
us.
still looking for it.
We have gotten some stuff here recently that we will be reviewing. Pretty exciting.
Yep. Bag C. Oh, it's heavy. The Milam and Green
Green.
single barrel straight bourbon whiskey. It's only coming at 86 proof though, but it's a Texas whiskey, so sometimes it drinks a lot hotter than the 86 proof anyways, just because of that Texas heat. So anyways, Gary, that's coming to you. Congratulations.
Congrats, Gary. Way to go.
Put that right there. I'll get that out to you. That later.
She said it's heavy.
It is, that is a very heavy bottle. Do you feel that?
Yeah, it's
That all that glass on
yeah,
the
there's a
bottom
lot
or
of glass in
something.
the bottom of it.
I love those bottles though.
So, what kind of a bonus pour would you like to have?
I gotta finish that one.
I know, but you said you were going to have one.
I am gonna have one. Um, but I don't want it to be.
Do we need to have the same one?
Mhm. Yep. So I do want to tell everybody when we go live Wednesday for trivia, I will tell you that July is actually, I figured out today, 5 weeks of trivia in July.
5 weeks.
Yeah. The giveaway for July will be the Eagle Rare 10 year. Unfortunately, we don't have the 12 year. But the Eagle Rare 10 year plus 2 of our Cast 529 Glens. And the first week of trivia is completely blind, so I'm not going to give you the trivia topics. I have one of them ready. I worked on it today. I still need to figure out the second one, so I definitely can't give it to you because I don't have it yet.
Locktar, is that what you're saying our bonus pour should be? Yep.
What is it? I missed it.
Old Forester Blue Label.
Oh, okay. Really high proof. Thank you. Got to work tomorrow.
Yeah.
So, anyways,
128 proof. I mean, it's slower than
um,
the other. Just
so
so they see that we're not
yeah.
messing.
So anywho, Lochtar's not a very nice person sometimes. Joking. I'm joking, Lochtar. I didn't.
You don't always have to. People know you're kidding.
I
Shauna
said
has a
before
hard
like a
time.
one,
Shauna has a
like a
hard time with
100
that.
proof thing.
Like Shauna, if Shauna hears me and a bunch of guys talking,
It makes me so
when we
nervous.
leave, she's like, "Why were you guys fighting?" I'm like, "We weren't fighting. People don't talk like that to each other." Well, yeah, guys do, and especially if it's a bunch of veterans. David, back me up on that.
Mm. The Rye guy was being a little bit nicer. He was doing Penelope cigar for the bonus. Do not pour me a pour like that.
What's wrong with that?
That's huge.
That's little.
No, pour me a pour like
Okay,
this.
that's not a pour. That's a splash.
You're not hanging out with the guys. You're hanging out with me.
There. It's way less.
Is it like
That's a splash.
I'm drinking this one
Nobody's
first.
going to even call that a pour.
Lochtar's the one that said that I shouldn't have more than 2 ounces a day.
Silly Yorkie wants to know if there's a bottle we're looking for that we haven't been able to find.
That's a hard question.
That currently, I think we're pretty good shape on what we've been looking for.
Hmm. Eagle Rare 12 year. We have not found one of those yet.
We have not. Um, the community is awesome to us in helping get things that we're looking for.
We
Sometimes
do.
stuff that we didn't even know we were looking for.
No, we do have the best community. All honesty, we appreciate you guys so much. And if we can't get the bottle, we can get samples most of the time to try. So thank you guys very much for that.
I'm not going to call out any names because if somebody doesn't want named, that's on them, and they can acknowledge if they want. Um, this community though helped us last year, early this year. I think it was tail end of last year. Get this still Austin Tanager. Swear to God, we had no clue this bottle even existed or what it was. Um, they said, "Hey, I got this for you if you want it." So payment was made, and oh my God,
Most of you guys all know who that one came from.
yeah,
Um,
and they do, I'm sure. But if somebody doesn't and he doesn't want to be named, I'll, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Okay, the right guy, he wants a backup Russell's 2025 badge. So
Russell's
Charles, did you get one, or
13.
are you saying we want a backup? I mean, I would take a backup, but
No, I
not
think
not
he's saying
for.
a backup bonus pour.
Oh no,
He,
you think that's what he's saying?
I don't know, but I don't have a visor to flip around, so and I gotta go to work in the morning.
Elijah Craig, that tanager is incredible, just incredible.
Not to mention,
And
I gotta
that
go help
was
pass out commodities tomorrow afternoon in the heat.
the
That won't
crazy
be good.
the crazy thing about the tanager. That was our very first Still Austin.
It was.
We had never had Still Austin. So after that, then we got on the Still Austin kick and we started getting whatever we could find. Um, we don't have the blue and the red corn. However, we did a live one night where we had those because Mark, I don't know if Mark's still in the chat, but he had them and brought them. But we had cask strength rye, cask strength tanager. Yeah, that was a good
The
line.
ride guy Brian will get with you after we loll off here. On that, he's asking if you want one.
Oh my!
Whew.
I don't know why she says I'm getting with you. She's got the
Because I'm
checkbook.
going to bed because I have to go to work.
Okay, Jerry, drink this. No, you're still
No, because
finishing
I'm
another one.
finishing this one. But I did see where Lochtar said he limits himself between 2 and 4 ounces a night. So he's making up where he had told me on Friday night 2 ounces. Now I
No, I
can go
think he
down.
said 2 to 4. I don't.
Oh, I thought he
You
said
got
two
stuck on
ounces.
2 ounces, but I think he said 2 to 4.
I didn't get really stuck on it. I was
Well,
admiring
I
because
think
I
what it
don't really
was.
do a whole lot more than 2 ounces,
No,
honestly,
but I
most
think you
nights.
were wanting to drill 2 ounces into my head.
Yeah, I was wanting to drill it in his head.
Yes,
Oh,
Wilmington, you did win those, and I saw some pictures, some great pictures.
Charles was saying, no, you want a backup of the Russell's 13.
Oh,
Like, you want one. Like, Tracy asked if you wanted anything, if we were looking for anything.
yes. Whew, that conversation's gone on for a long time.
It was.
Tracy
Sorry.
probably got tired and went to bed. There she is. Mm,
Snow baboon. I'll take one. That's the right guy. He doesn't have one. Sorry.
he doesn't have one, Brad. It was a big tease. Okay, Tracy. So, in case you missed our live the other night, LLME. When I went to the event at Wild Turkey for the Russell's 13 release last week, Wow, that thing's got my mouth watered. It's hard to talk. Bruce Russell himself confirmed that LLME was, in fact, an actual mistake that happened, should not have. So there were LLMEs, um, all the LLMEs were actually 15-year juice that got proofed down to become Russell's 10-year. So for those of us that knew about that, but there was always that doubt, is it real? Here, try this. What do you think? One of those deals?
Mhm.
It was real. LLME was real. Yeah, Loctار. It's just my mouth is just watering so much. I was having a hard time talking.
I have not tried it yet because I'm going to hydrate a little bit before I do. However, there was something I was going to say. Oh, so for Wednesday night, for those who are anxious to try the Russell's Reserve 13 year, the super chat for Wednesday night. Don't super chat tonight.
Not tonight.
Wednesday night for trivia, the super chat will include the 1 ounce pour of the Russell's Reserve 13 year, the spring release. Um, it will also include a 1 ounce pour of the Old Fitz 7 year. And we do not know what the other two will be, but those are the two
They'll
big
be
hitters
fabulous.
that are going to be in it. So,
The right guy, he deleted his comment. I'm still going to address it though. We first got that information from you
mhm,
about LLME.
yep, and he sent us samples to try with it.
He did, um, which we actually shared one of those.
Yep.
So um, I it was hard for me to say because it was proof down. It was hard for me to taste it and say, oh yeah, that's definitely.
I did try mine. Like, I don't ever think we did it on the air though, but we did pour ourselves a little bit of the Russell's 10 year against it,
Against it. Yeah, we
and
did do that.
probably should have done it and videoed it, but I think both of us were in agreement. I know I definitely did it. I'm pretty sure you did that. The LLME was better than the 10 year that we have on our shelf.
Yes, I was processing what you were saying, but yeah, definitely. There was definitely a difference between regular 10-year and
Yeah,
the LLME.
yep. But we never did a show on it. It was just us hanging out
Yeah,
down here looking at it.
just sitting at the bar, looking for something to drink. Well, that shouldn't upset you, Rick, unless you're just
What?
kicking yourself that you only bought one.
Oh, but he got one. That's the main thing. You got one. We didn't get one. So you're way ahead of us because you got one. Okay, Lochtar said, y'all need to try my poor man's Russell's 15. 2 parts of the Old Forester 1920 and 1 part Russell's 10 year.
Interesting. Interesting. If this was a Friday night live,
We might mix that up.
we'd pour that up right now, Locktard.
Yeah, Brian still might, but I'm not going
No,
to.
Brian's not. Brian's not.
However, I feel like I need to take, I don't have my, can you take a screenshot of that so we can try it sometime?
I'm just gonna take a picture of it.
Yeah, because I think I would like to try that sometime. Okay, I am just now getting to the Old Forester Blue Label. I I don't know if I should do this. I gotta get up
What?
early.
I'm not drinking it.
Dan, oh, silly Yorkie. Tracy saying She needs another after hours to stand on it. Um,
I could do a little after hours tonight if anybody wanted to do one.
does anybody want to do after hours with Bryan? It's Sunday night, so it's up to you guys.
Yeah,
If
it's
not,
up to you
are you
guys.
going to plan on doing one Tuesday night or
If
no?
not, we'll do one Tuesday night. It'll be a little bit later than normal. It'll be about 9:15 because the Bourbon and Balls crew is going to do a little live at 8 o'clock,
Testing new camera equipment and
testing
stuff.
some equipment. I think they're going to do a little
Hmm.
study session for trivia. I don't know how they're going to study
Yeah,
because
they
it's a
can't study
blind.
because it's a blind.
Um, but hey, it's their world, Charlie's world.
Okay, Wilmington said sure. Elijah Craig said sure. Silly, Yorkie Tracy said sure. And the right guy said, you, on Discord, you know what? I don't think Bryan's 100% up, set up with Discord yet. So I think we're
Yeah,
going to do it on Google Meets.
yeah, I'm not. I don't know how to do it on
Bryan
the
knows how to
Discord
do it
yet.
on Google Meets, so we need to.
That's the beauty of Google Meets is I know how to do it there.
He does. Once Bryan learns something, he's happy.
I've never excused myself from a live before, but I'll be right back.
Oh. um, Stan said, I will no doubt be on the next one, even if you do one tonight, Bryan.
What do you say?
Shoot. I've never been on live just by myself, guys. I don't even know what to say because Bryan and the guys are more entertaining than me. So, I am finally going to take a sip of this old Worcester, even though my brain is telling me not to do it because I got to get up at 5 a.m. Here we go. That's Larry 3R. That's right. When a guy's got to go, he's got to go. And he must have really had to go because normally he can hold it forever. Elijah Craig. Too much copper and cask for Bryan. For sure. Well, he has drank almost all the water. I will tell you that Bryan is not good, and I'm stalling on drinking this. Bryan's not good at drinking water, guys. He's really not. So the most water I ever see Bryan drink is really when he's on a live drinking whiskey, because otherwise he does not drink water. So maybe whiskey is a little bit healthier for him because I can get water in him. I drink water all the time, but Bryan, no. You back?
I'm back.
We were all talking about you.
I had a hangnail. I had to go take care of a hangnail. Stan says we need answers about what our tank. You know what he's talking about? Stan, if you, I'm not sure what you mean, Stan.
I will tell you, even though I really didn't want to take a sip of this old Forester Blue Label,
Oh, it's incredible.
it's delicious. Um, Loving every second of it.
Oh, look, Tracy wants to grow a palate like yours.
Thanks, Tracy, but I don't know how I grew it, to be honest.
She just really has always had an incredible sense of smell and taste, like
And hearing.
incredible, and hearing.
Bryan's always made fun of my hearing because we will be for years. I mean, we've been together what,
In
19 years,
19 years.
and I've always been able to hear and know. And he's like, I don't even know what you're talking about. Like, I can tell him when the UPS driver is going to be pulling in. And he's like,
Yeah,
what?
yeah. I'm like, are you shitting me?
I
You hear
hope that
that?
never goes away, though. I know as I get older, that'll probably go away, but
Was the rye guy okay? We were using the.
I think he will be.
Okay, I'm gonna set it up. I'm gonna put a link in the that thing, the Discord.
The Rye Guy, we truly enjoyed. I would have never guessed 12-year blind, though. I'm not gonna lie. That was a hard one to guess. The age statement. I don't know if I could have ever guessed any. I don't even think my mind would have went to an age statement when guessing that.
No, I was age statement wasn't even on my mind.
But I can tell you, any of these, I would have definitely purchased. They are all good pours, even the lower proof. They were all good, solid pours that I'd be happy to have a glass of at any point in time. They were delicious.
Okay, guys, I'm going to put a link in the Discord in general chat. And when we wrap up here, which will be fairly soon,
Yep.
just give me a couple minutes and I'll get that fired up. And we'll have another pour.
Oh, Lochtar's been with his wife 19 years too.
Awesome.
Nice.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
So we were married 17 years in June, but we've been together in May.
May 29th.
529. 529.
Yeah, but he said June. Wow. Wow.
Oh my God.
Brian's like, how am I going to dig myself out of this here
Yeah,
later?
that's a hole I'm not digging out of.
Uh, we'll get into that one later. Okay. We
So
won't.
guys,
Don't forget about
most of you already know this. Our anniversary is the 29th of May. We did that on purpose. Shauna's birthday is the 25th of May. My birthday is the 28th of May. Our anniversary is the 29th. And I think Shauna picked that because she thought he'll never screw that up.
it. And he just
And
did.
that's the first time I've ever screwed
He
it up.
just, it really is the first time I'm not going to say I haven't screwed it up because Brian is normally so much better at dates and remembering significant events than me because I'm just one of those go with the flow, whatever it is, it is. And he has a much better memory. Like he can literally remember probably what I wore on our first date and everything like that, or the first time he met me. He probably has that locked in his brain. I do not.
You don't even want to know all the things I got locked in my brain.
I don't. No. Because it'd probably be pretty scary.
Locktar said, give me some grace. Thanks, Locktar.
He's been drinking. Shoot.
Mrs. Lori, 34 today.
Congratulations.
So that's married. How many years together, Mrs. Lori?
Snow Boo Boo, birthday May 22nd. Cheers, you're a Gemini.
Cheers, Snowball.
God, I need to bring up my other thing real quick.
David, one of those guys.
Cheers, BTM.
Cheers, BTM. Thanks for joining us.
Oh, Eric's birthday is May 19th. Awesome.
Look at
A
all
lot of
these.
May
Look at all these
babies.
Geminis we got in here.
Well, no, I think
May 19th might not be.
no, I think Gemini starts on May 21st. I could be wrong though, and my phone's up there, so I don't know. Eric, answer that for us. Are you Gemini?
Oh, wow. Mrs. Lori and Mr. Ritchie were only together for 6 months before they got married.
Aw, you knew he was the one.
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
That's awesome, guys. These
Eric is a Taurus. I was thinking there was a cut of, yeah.
So you're probably right about the 21st.
And Tracy's a Scorpio.
Scorpio.
I don't know if it is the 21st
Scorpio,
or
is that
20th.
September?
I honestly only know Gemini. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't.
Tammy's May 6th and she's a Taurus.
Yep. Perfect.
BTM's.
May 29th.
Hey, BTM, Shauna
Oh,
made you
February
moderator,
29th.
so if you would go, please feel free to drop your link in the chat.
So Gary's a Scorpio also. Look at us knowing all of our astrology little. Is that what it's called?
Astrology, yeah.
Yeah.
You nailed it. You nailed that.
I used to read my horoscopes every
Okay,
now and
Eric
then.
said May 20th is cut off in Taurus.
Oh,
so May
thank you.
20th, though, is a Taurus, right?
Yep.
And
So
the
the
21st is a Gemini.
Gemini. Okay.
Show Me the Proof has 43 years this coming November. That's awesome.
Ooh, good job.
So Shauna's parents have.
Oh wow, that put me on the spot.
Okay, sorry.
So we celebrated the 50th. Oh my God, they're probably almost to 60.
My parents in March celebrated 68.
Yeah, so my parents are almost at 60 years.
68. Yeah, because they're, yeah, I bet they
I
are.
bet you they're probably at 58 or 59, which means we're going to have to come up with a party soon. Oh, my
That's
sisters will
party.
love that.
That's party. The only people that enjoy a family party at Shauna's family is Shauna and I and her dad.
Oh, shoot. All right. Are you ready to go to after hours?
I'm ready.
All
Okay,
right.
guys, we're going to wrap this up. Give me a few minutes. I'll activate the link that I posted in the general chat on Discord, and we'll hang out for a little while.
All right.
Thanks to everyone that's not going to join us. We appreciate all the support.
We do.
This was a great live stream. Everybody just kind of hanging out. Rex is
Rex is getting
choking.
sick. We'll see you guys later. Thank you.
See you guys.